take some comfort that you're able to get so much of the ball and hold it away from Port Adelaide for so long and play a game that made them not win by the huge margin everyone had predicted?
I'm not sure how to answer that question. Not comfort, no. We went in pretty positive that we could perform well, and we didn't in the second quarter. So I think it was 6-1. The rest of the quarters were probably break even, I would have thought. They might have tipped us over in a couple of little stats here and there, but not by a lot. So, we don't want to accept the loss. But there's also a reality as well with what we're dealing with. So we're just seeing growth and some real positive signs in some areas of our game and individuals, which we're really proud about. But we want to win. So getting that's hard at the moment with what we've got, and I think they're trying. I think the effort is there, and we're trying to play a way that keeps the scoreboard ticking over whilst we can defend, and we're probably not getting that right all the time. But there were stages today that we thought we had the game in our hands to a certain degree, and there was times when it was slipped away, and pretty obviously that was the second quarter.
Okay, so that's a better way of describing it, reassuring for you that you've got something to work with?
Yeah, I think we've had that all year. I know you're going to look back, or people look back at this period, and you look at the games and the scores, but we're fighting pretty hard to play our best footy with 16 or 17 injuries, which is a challenge for any club. But the identity piece is probably what we're looking for, and we see not 4 quarters, not every minute, but we see what we've been training and chasing in the off-season. We see it on game day, but it's just not good enough at the moment.
Who's driving that in your group to make sure it doesn't fall apart?
It's a good question. I mean, the leaders obviously, but there's not many leaders out there at the moment in terms of official leaders. But I don't know. There's a good culturally, we're in a good space. We're really clear about what we want to do and how we want to go about it. We've set up all our programs around it, and unfortunately, we've just hit a cluster of injuries again. So I think our leaders in general have filtered it down to the rest of the playing group that we might not be there right now, but keep fighting, keep chasing, and it'll turn one day. So, yeah, it's frustrating, but I think we're seeing little signs.
So where's the injury list go today? What more did you get?
Well, Luke got subbed out with an ankle, so I think that's the only one so far. So we tend to get them on Monday and Tuesdays. So, we won't get too many guys back. I think Shannon Hearn might be available. We've only got 1 or 2 guys playing in our reserve side. So that's just reality.
With Luke's ankle, was that in that tackle in the first quarter?
I think so, yeah. He went off, got it checked out, come back on, and then it was too sore. So, to be honest, when the guys get subbed during the game, you sort of move on pretty quick to what you've got to deal with. We thought Jai might be subbed out, but he's fine, and he was a good contributor.
Do you know how bad that ankle is for Luke?
No, I don't. Have to get it scanned, all that sort of stuff. So, not good enough to come back on.
How excited were you by Jai's performance? Obviously, I got that bump by Tom Jones, which isn't any mean feat. He's come back 4 goals.
Yeah, 50 in that one. Look, he's a midfielder that we don't have any forwards available at the moment, so we've got a couple of mids pushing forward, and he's 194 centimetres and he can take a grab. So he's trained that role briefly in pre-season, his second role as a key position forward, and you got to look to that ground level. So we're really pleased for him that he's found a little niche there, and keeps his spot on the side, and he's given us a good look.
Does Barnett and O'Neill go home tonight and play tomorrow?
We've got to weigh it up, yeah, possibly. We just, if we play them and they get injured, we will have not many left. So, Barnett's been up for a bit. He's played 4 or 5 waffle games in a row. He's got a lot of work to do on his craft, and he's 18, and we can't put the pressure of senior footy on him just yet. Albeit we might have to. And O'Neill, his emergency today that we might need next week, and take the risk to play him might be too great. But we'll work through it and we'll make a call. And unfortunately for our Waffle Eagles, they might be another couple down.
Are you a little bit nervous that you might not be able to field a team if this injury rate keeps going?
Yeah, it was never a suggestion we were going to postpone that game. We've got a list of 30-odd Waffle Eagles there who help out. They're meant to be topping up for us, and they're just going to have to represent us as best they can. And we've got Will Schofield as well, so it's all good.
What about in the AFL though?
What do you mean?
Are you getting concerned that the injuries are getting to a point where you might struggle to name 26?
Yeah, that's probably real, but that's fine. That's just reality. So the guys who played today are all fit and they had a good go. So the guys available at the moment, they're not coming back from COVID or coming back from long-term injury. They're available and they've had really good pre-seasons. I think that's why we've seen a better effort over this period. They're ready to play.
So taking account what you said during the week about you might have to elevate an injury A players not ready for AFL, where does that take the bigger debate on list sizes and that second tier of whether you should have a national reserves competition where you've then got a genuine list to delve?
Yeah, it's probably different. It's a national reserves competition would still have top-up players.
But they'd be a different class of player in the way that you'd structure them up, wouldn't they?
Possibly, yeah. We don't have an affiliate waffle club. And when we're not dealing with this, it's like in 19, we had good availability and our Waffle Eagles played finals. So the system works. It's just at the moment we've hit two really, really bizarre years of a lot of collision injuries, a lot of issues around returning to play, and we're hurting a bit. So, I'm not quite sure if that means everything needs to change. We need to get our players back, we need health back and fitness back, and then we'll get a better result on field, obviously. But I'm not quite sure we need to change everything.
Zane and Rhett, how proud are you of them today to play?
Yeah, well, both those guys have dealt with tremendous adversity for 19, 20-year-olds. To come and play today and be available, at the very least be available, really proud of them. And it's a brotherhood, that group, and they really care for one another. And for those guys to work through that and play, and Baz come on, and he was going to go forward there for a minute because we thought Jai was going to get subbed out, and he was like, "Oh, ready to go." And Zane, I thought in the second half, contributed, gave us some good look. He's got sticky fingers, so yeah, good, proud for them.
Were you frustrated or excited?
I'm a little excited, yeah. People must get frustrated seeing me excited, I think, because we're trying our best, and look, if it's not good enough, and what will be will be. But the environment's positive. We don't like losing. We don't accept losing. It's just reality. And we're chasing, and we've got a plan in place. It's a longer-term plan. It's set up with development and growth within the football club. So we've got the right staff, and now it's just getting the guys games and fit and healthy and keep giving maximum effort. Like it's guilt-free footy if you bring that max effort, and I think they're doing it. We're just not winning.
Has that challenged you and how you approach it?
A little bit, yeah, but not to the point where I'm concerned about it, to the point where I need to change. Yeah, we could easily try and change some things to make things a bit easier, but we're going to keep moving forward.
Adam, you've previously said that you're hoping all the injured guys come back this year, or you're planning on it. Are you still confident in that, or are you maybe looking at
the guys that are injured?
Yeah,
I think so. Yep, holding out hope. So they've all had their surgeries, and Govan, Jamie Cripps, Liam Ryan. Who else is there? The three big ones. Oh, Nick Nat. Yep. He hasn't had surgery, but he's hopefully turning the corner. They're all 3 or 4 month injuries, so we're sort of hoping to get them back.